Most people walk right past them every single day. They're growing in fields, along fence lines, in the cracks of forgotten gardens, roots that sustained entire civilizations, roots that healers, farmers, and grandmothers trusted for generations long before there was a pharmacy on every corner. And here's what's remarkable. Modern research is beginning to catch up with what those people already knew. Today, we're going to cover 7 healing roots that most people completely overlook. Some of them you may recognize. Others might genuinely surprise you. And by the time we get to number 4 and number 6, I want you to pay close attention because those two have some of the most compelling science behind them, and they're almost certainly growing somewhere near you right now. This isn't about rejecting modern medicine. It's about reclaiming something that was quietly set aside: practical, grounded knowledge that can give you more options, more independence, and more confidence in how you care for your family. Let's get into it. Root. Ein Dandelion. Root. The first one on this list might make you laugh, or it might make you think twice about what you've been pulling out of your garden. Dandelion root. For centuries across Europe, Asia, and North America, dandelion wasn't a weed. It was a crop. Farmers cultivated it deliberately. Herbalists prescribed it. Families dried it, brewed it, and kept it in their pantries through winter. Modern research suggests dandelion root may support liver function and healthy digestion. Studies have explored its potential as a mild diuretic and its role in supporting bile production, which is essentially your body's natural system for breaking down fats and filtering toxins. Why is it overlooked today? Partly because it's free. There's no market in telling people to harvest what's already growing in their yard. But that's precisely what makes it powerful for anyone living a self-reliant life. Root. 2. Burdock root. If dandelion is the overlooked neighbor, burdock root is the forgotten elder. Burdock has deep roots in traditional Japanese, Chinese, and European herbal practice. In Japan, it's called gobo and has been eaten as food and used medicinally for over 1,000 years. In Europe, medieval healers used it for skin conditions and what they called blood cleansing, a term we might now understand as supporting the body's lymphatic and filtration systems. Clinical research has begun exploring burdock root's antioxidant properties and its potential to support healthy skin and reduce certain types of inflammation. It contains inulin, a prebiotic fiber, which means it may actively support the gut microbiome, an area of health science generating enormous interest right now. It's long-rooted, patient, and stubborn, a lot like the people who still grow it. We're halfway through this list, and I want to pause for just a moment. If this kind of practical, grounded knowledge matters to you, if you believe there's real value in understanding what your land, your garden, and your pantry can offer, this channel is built for people exactly like you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Every week, we go deeper into homesteading, natural health, and the kind of self-reliance wisdom that used to be passed down at kitchen tables. Now, the next 4 roots. These are where it gets really interesting. Root and pot. Astragalus root. Astragalus has been a cornerstone of traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. It's been called the great protector, used by practitioners to strengthen what they described as time's Wei Qi asterisk, or protective energy. We might now call that immune function. And the science here is genuinely compelling. Modern research suggests Astragalus root may support immune system activity, reduce fatigue, and contain compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Some studies have explored its potential role in supporting cardiovascular health and even healthy aging at the cellular level. It's not a household name in Western culture, but in China, it's as common as ginger. That gap in awareness is something worth closing. Elecampane root. This one most people have genuinely never heard of, and that's exactly why it belongs on this list. Elecampane was once one of the most important medicinal plants in the Western world. The ancient Romans grew it. It appears in Anglo-Saxon herbal manuscripts. Early American settlers brought it with them across the Atlantic because they trusted it that much. Traditionally used to support respiratory health and soothe irritated airways, Elecampane root contains a compound called inulin, yes, the same prebiotic fiber found in burdock, as well as azulene and allantollactone, which researchers have studied for their potential antimicrobial properties. This root fell out of common use, not because it stopped working, but because the world moved on. Turmeric root. You may already know turmeric, but do you know it as a root? Most people encounter it as a powder in a jar. What they don't always realize is that the living root, the rhizome, has been used in Ayurvedic and Southeast Asian medicine for over 4,000 years. Long before it became a supplement industry darling, it was grown in home gardens and used daily in cooking and traditional healing. The science behind turmeric's active compound, curcumin, is some of the most robust in natural health research. Studies suggest it may support healthy inflammation response, joint comfort, cognitive function, and digestive health. The challenge has always been bioavailability, how well the body absorbs it, which is why traditional cultures often combined it with black pepper and healthy fats. Wisdom that modern research has since confirmed. Grow it if your climate allows. Buy the root when you can. There is a meaningful difference between the living plant and a processed capsule. This root fell out of common use not because it stopped working, but because the world moved on. Ashwagandha root. We save the most powerful for last. Ashwagandha is a root with a history stretching back 3,000 years in Ayurvedic medicine, one of the world's oldest continuous healing systems. Its name in Sanskrit roughly translates to smell of a horse, a reference both to its aroma and to the vitality it was believed to impart. Modern clinical research on ashwagandha is among the most promising in the entire field of adaptogenic herbs. Studies suggest it may meaningfully reduce cortisol levels, the hormone most associated with chronic stress, and support energy, endurance, thyroid function, and hormonal balance. In a world that is moving faster, demanding more, and sleeping less, a root that helps the body adapt to stress is not a luxury. It's a practical resource, one that grows in ordinary soil and has earned its place in the serious conversation about natural health. 7 roots. Thousands of years of human experience behind each one, and a growing body of modern science beginning to confirm what careful observers figured out long ago. You don't have to choose between the old world and the new. The wisest path has always been to understand both, to know what the land can offer, to know what research supports, and to make informed decisions rooted in knowledge rather than fear or dependence. That's what self-reliance actually looks like. Not going it alone out of stubbornness, going forward with more information, more options, and more confidence. If that kind of knowledge matters to you, subscribe to this channel. We're building something here for people who believe that wisdom is worth preserving, and that the best way to care for your family starts with understanding the world around you. We'll see you in the next one.